The night gets darkest just before the morning breaks. The storm howls loudest just before the calm settles in. And I want to tell you today, with every bit of conviction in my heart, that the miracle you've been praying for is coming soon. You may not see it yet. You may feel like you're at the edge of everything, hanging on by a thread, questioning if God hears your cries at all. But the heavens have heard you. The silence is not His absence, it is preparation. There are moments in life when we feel buried beneath the weight of our troubles, pain that seems to have no expiration date, questions that remain unanswered, doors that never seem to open. And in that space, it's easy to believe that maybe God has forgotten us. Maybe He's moved on to someone else. Maybe our cries are too weak, our faith too small. But oh, dear friend, do not mistake God's stillness for His neglect. He is not ignoring you. He is working behind the curtain of your pain, orchestrating something far greater than you've imagined. You see, the miracle is not just about what happens around you. It's about what God is doing inside of you. While you're praying for a breakthrough, He is strengthening your spirit. While you're waiting on an answer, He's building your endurance. God doesn't waste time. He uses it. And every second of your waiting season has been infused with purpose. There is something sacred about those moments when all we have is faith. When the bank account is empty, the doctor's report is grim, the relationship is shattered, and all we can do is cry out, Lord, I need you. In those sacred moments, the heart becomes tender to the touch of God. It becomes a holy altar where hope and heaven meet. And it is in those moments, yes, those desperate, weary, broken-hearted moments, that miracles are born. Think about the woman who bled for 12 years. She tried everything. She spent all she had. She was shunned, dismissed, declared unclean. But one day, she pressed through the crowd and touched the hem of Jesus' garment. And in an instant, her miracle came. But that miracle didn't begin the moment she was healed. It began the moment she decided to believe, even after years of disappointment. It began the moment she said to herself, if I can just touch Him, I'll be healed. Some of you have been waiting for years. You've been walking through deserts so dry your soul feels cracked and empty. You've been watching others receive their answers while you sit in silence wondering when your time will come. But hear me, just because it's delayed doesn't mean it's denied. The God who made time is never late. He has marked your name on a miracle. And when the appointed time comes, not hell nor high water can stop it from reaching you. Faith is not proven in the sunshine. It's proven in the rain. It's in the wilderness where we discover what we really believe. And maybe that's what this season has been about for you. Maybe God has allowed the delay not to punish you, but to prepare you. Maybe He's been stretching your faith, deepening your roots, teaching you how to lean not on what you see, but on who He is. Because when that miracle comes, you won't just receive it, you'll understand it. You'll treasure it. And you'll know that only God could have done this. Oh, how many nights have you cried yourself to sleep asking, God, why? How many times have you questioned if you're even worthy of a miracle? But God doesn't bless us because we're worthy. He blesses us because He is good. He is merciful. And He sees the tears no one else sees. He hears the prayers you whisper when you're too tired to speak out loud. He knows how hard it's been for you to keep believing. And that kind of faith moves heaven. I want to speak to the one who's thinking about giving up. You've told yourself, maybe this just isn't for me. Maybe God doesn't want to answer this prayer. But don't give up. Don't stop praying. Don't stop believing. Your miracle is closer than you think. It may come tomorrow, it may come next week, or it may come in a way you never expected. But I promise you, based on the Word of God, it will come. When Lazarus died, his sisters thought it was over. They had sent for Jesus, but He didn't come in time, or so it seemed. Lazarus had been dead 4 days. Hope was gone. The tomb was sealed. But Jesus stepped onto the scene and spoke life into a place of death. He didn't just heal Lazarus, he resurrected him. And some of you have dreams, callings, and prayers that feel like they've died, but God is a resurrection God. What you thought was too late is still right on time for him. He doesn't need a pulse to bring something back to life. He just needs your faith. Your miracle isn't just about what God is going to do for you. It's about what he's going to reveal through you. You are a testimony in the making. One day you will look back on this chapter and you will weep, not because of the pain, but because of the glory that came out of it. One day, the very thing that almost broke you will become the thing that builds others. You will say, if God did it for me, he can do it for you. Don't let the enemy convince you that silence means defeat. Don't let the lies in your head shout louder than the promises of God. He has not brought you this far to leave you. He has not carried you through fire just to abandon you in the smoke. He has not ignored your prayers. He has gathered them. He has stored them in the halls of heaven, and at just the right moment, the floodgates will open. I know waiting is hard. I know it feels like you're standing still while life moves on without you, but sometimes God slows us down so that he can speed up what's coming. Sometimes he says, not yet, because the blessing isn't ready, or because you're not ready. But the waiting doesn't mean nothing is happening. It means something powerful is being prepared. Joseph waited in prison for years for a crime he didn't commit. But what looked like a delay was divine direction. God was setting him up to sit beside Pharaoh to save a nation, to fulfill a dream that had seemed forgotten. And maybe your prison is emotional, maybe it's financial, maybe it's spiritual, but you will not stay there forever. God knows the way out. And when he brings you out, it will be with purpose and power. You've been faithful. You've kept showing up when it was hard. You've praised him through the tears. And that matters to God. That obedience in the silence, it matters more than you know. Heaven records every act of faith. Every time you said, I trust you, Lord, even when your heart was breaking, he wrote it down. And I believe with all that I am, that your miracle is tied to your perseverance. There is a season for everything. And if this has been your season of tears, your season of lack, your season of pain, then take heart. Because joy comes in the morning, restoration comes after the storm, healing comes after the hurting. God is not finished writing your story, and the next chapter will make you forget the sorrow of the last. I want you to start thanking him now for what you haven't yet seen. Thank him as if the miracle has already arrived. That's faith. That's the kind of praise that shakes the gates of hell. Thank him for the healing. Thank him for the breakthrough. Thank him for the open doors. Because even though you can't see it, even though you don't feel it, it's on the way. The miracle you've been praying for is coming soon. Not because of how perfect your prayers have been, but because God delights in blessing his children. He knows how to give good gifts. And he sees your heart. He knows the sacrifice. He knows the sleepless night. He knows the courage it took to keep believing. And he's honoring that faith. Don't be surprised when the answer comes wrapped in a way you didn't expect. Don't be surprised if he uses the very thing that hurt you to help you. God is not limited by what you see. His ways are higher. His plans are deeper. And what he has for you is greater than what you've lost. Hold on a little longer. Breathe a little deeper. Stand a little stronger. Because the clouds are parting, the sun is rising, and your miracle, it's not just coming, it's almost here. The same God who parted the sea, who shut the mouths of lions, who raised the dead, is the same God watching over you right now. And he hasn't forgotten his promise. He hasn't forgotten you. So lift up your head, dry your tears, and prepare your heart. The miracle you've been praying for is coming soon.